Good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, Life of Redemption. I changed it because that's more of the vibe I'm moving towards when it comes to bettering my life and moving on from my past failures, i.e., my past mistakes, and my trial and error type of life, which I'm very far past trial and error now. It's more on a growth level now. And so, 29. I was born in 1991, January, January 17th, 1991. I'm from Bryan, Texas. Um, I lived there my whole life, basically. Other places I've ever been to, Georgia, Washington. I was stationed in Washington in the military. All right, and that's when honestly, I love the military. I liked it a lot. It wasn't as structured as I thought it'd be, but you gotta think about it. It's not the old days. This was, these were, the more political days. Over a while, the military became more political, which in my opinion, kind of shows a certain type of weakness within within the U.S. And I love the U.S. Don't get me wrong. I love it to a certain extent because just because the other things that are going on behind closed doors that people don't know about that need to be exposed. But that's for you let God work on that. All right, but yeah, man, I went to the military. I was in the Navy. Had a great time. Great time. I went to Hawaii. I went to Dubai, Malaysia, Thailand, Kuala Lumpur, Bahrain. I had a bunch of fun. Um, Also, was my first time going to Cali. Had a good time out at San Diego. All right, so man, people that think about going to the military really think about it. It can take you to a lot of different places, man. But you gotta play it right, and you gotta really have control going into that type of environment. Um, I would say if I was in the military now, I would definitely exceed my expectations and others' expectations by far because I've grown. I'm on a higher level now. When I was younger, I was rowdy. I was a fighter. I fought a lot. Very, very, very rebellious. Very, but I stayed conservative. I was to myself. I never went and started things with people. Um, and, walking away was always my problem. And I just learned that earlier this year that it's best to walk away instead of reacting to people. But within the Navy, that was my problem. I got in fights. My work ethic was great, and that's why I kind of, I got out of a lot of stuff that I got into. Um, but yeah, I went to the military, had a great time, awesome, met some wonderful people, some people I'd never forget in my life during the phase that I was going through. After that, went back to Bryan, stayed there for a little while. Uh, Bryan, Virginia, then Georgia for a little while. I just always been uh, on the move. I guess always unsettled. I can't settle somewhere for too long at one spot. I think that's primarily because of the military, and the military you up and moving. One day you hear, the next day you hear, you hear. You go to so many different places, and uh, you you learn to detach from a lot of stuff. You learn to detach from you know uh, just bad habits, bad people, uh, just things like that, man. It I would definitely say you detach from your family also because you're always working and you can't really call out the way you want to. All right, but man, it was a great time though. I learned so much about myself. Um, I don't regret going to the military at all. But the one thing that I do wish I would have done different was how I finished in the military. You know, because right now I could have been in for 10 years. 10 years, yeah, I would have been in 10 years if I was there today, going on 11 years, right? You only got to do 20 years to retire. But besides that, yeah, I've done that through my life. I used to be, I used to be in the game for a little while. Uh, I have it, I have it tattooed on me. I'm not gonna show it, but I'm definitely getting marked off. It was at that point of life, time in life where you just want to find some type of brotherhood, and I wasn't able to. After it was all said and done, I was backstabbed. I was done wrong. People that I helped out, and things like that. So I've been through a lot. I have two beautiful kids, two beautiful stepkids. Single, 100%. Not really looking honestly. Um, let's see, me and my kid's mother on them. We're good. We get there. We have our times, but that's just like anybody else. But we're growing. You know what I'm saying? Like we understand it's for the kids and things like that. But man, other than that, I was married for I think three, 3, 4 years or something like that. All right. So during that time, I went on 2 deployments. Um, yeah, I went on 2 deployments. So out of 24 months, I was gone for like 20 months, which really, messed up the relationship. Yet at the same time, the relationship just wasn't there at all anyway. It wasn't really built on any foundation. So, coming to think back on it, what you kind of expect for it to not work out, right? And so yeah, I moved on from that. Met a couple other females and just got to this point to where I needed to work on myself. I wasn't working out. I was eating unhealthy. I was uh, I was on drugs. I was sex addict. You know, and all that played a part into me being who I am now. So when somebody asks me, like, like I said, everybody has flaws. You fall to your flaws sometimes, but the thing is, you gotta understand that that is not you. You just have to fight the urge, uh, fight the, just fight the feeling, fight the power of it. All right. And so, with that being said, I found the Most High, and at that point in time, um, like exactly, matter of fact, a few years back, I didn't even believe in God at first. I was like, man, this is me. I'm here. I'm doing all this by myself. That's how I used to think, and that's why everything in my life was going wrong. That's why I was so unhappy. That's why I was so miserable. That's why I was so depressed and just had crazy suicidal thoughts. But at that time, I was really, um, I hadn't seen my kids for, and I'm not trying to make an excuse, but I hadn't seen my kids for like 4 or 5 years. Um, and one day I just cursed God, like, man, why me? Why me? And something was like, look, you need to change. The what you are doing is not healthy. It's not working. That's why nothing is going your way. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, all right, I'm finna get in contact with God and start praying and this, and that. I got into the Bible. Uh, do I believe everything about the Bible? No. But is it a good book? Yes, it definitely is a great book. Great stories. You learn a lot from the Bible. Um, you know, different people that have gone through different things in life. I.e., you have Job, you have Samson, King David, um, Zechariah. You have the story of Genesis, which is a great one. You know, that's the very first book inside the Bible. All right, but yeah, through all that, man, it's December, like December 15th today. So yeah, man, I enjoyed everything up to this point, man, and I feel like I'm definitely growing. I'm definitely, uh, you know, I have the voice to reach out to people, and I got many stories that over time, as I become more comfortable, I would definitely be sharing with y'all. And some of them are embarrassing. Some of them, are not. Most of them are not. But there are embarrassing parts in my life that used to be embarrassing that I look at now, and they're not really embarrassing to me. But it's more of a, hey, you need to get yourself together. Don't go back into that type of mindset, doing them type of actions. Okay, that's not how a man should live. All right, and so really just gravitating, finding God overall. You know, very happy, calm. Very calm, nonchalant, reserved, very reserved. I don't really. I'm not the type to approach anybody and just start talking unless it's something interesting or what I'm saying, or something like that. I would definitely get involved. Like I love if somebody's talking about the stock market, I'm gonna jump into that conversation. If somebody's talking about cryptocurrency, uh, spiritual advice, personal growth, uh, making money, starting businesses, things like that. I'm all in for it, and I accept everybody. I accept everybody for who they are, and that was the hardest thing, man. Like one of the hardest things for me. When you accept everybody, That means you accept people who are doing bad. Um, you accept drug heads. You accept the good. You accept people's opinions. Everybody doesn't have the same opinion, but you can respect everybody's opinion if you want, no matter how different their opinion is from yours. You can still have respect for their opinion. All right, and so with that, I respect, like I said, everybody from highest to lowest. I give the same respect as I give to, a business CEO. I give that same respect to a homeless man. Like I've sat and have conversations with the homeless people before, more than once, more than twice, more than three times. I give money to the homeless and things like that when I have it, and even if I don't have it, if I have, my last $5, I know, hey, I got another check coming in, but I don't know about this person. I don't know how they, making the ends meet. So if I have the last $5, I give them the $5. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I live, and that's how, I've grown to be, and I want to be able to just help people out and really invest my time into bettering this world with the time I do have. You know what I'm saying? So we got to use our time wisely. We got to really understand the gravity of the world. We got to understand each other. Uh, no matter if you straight, gay, bisexual, all that other stuff, accept people for who they are, man. Nobody has the power to judge nobody else. And the people who do judge will be judged twice as hard once, the Most High comes back. All right, so, if you really, if you have, like I said, in the Bible, it says, judge accordingly if you do judge. Yes, it says only God can judge me. I'm going to find it for you too, but it says judge accordingly if you do judge. All right, I'm sorry, my lips. That's why I keep lifting my lips. My lips kind of ashy. But yes, accept everyone, spread love, spread light, spread peace.